Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode is going to be my 6-month review on my 2019 Chevy Silverado. I got an awesome deal on this truck. The dealer's asking price was $44,300. I paid just above $34,000. That was before tax, tags, destination charges, and all the other extra charges that they tack onto your vehicles when you purchase one. Like I said, it's a 2019 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition V8 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 engine with dynamic fuel management and an 8-speed automatic transmission. It does come pre-installed with Skyforce Technologies vehicle recovery system, and yes, you do have to pay for it. It cannot be removed from the vehicle. It's about a $500 value, and as of 6 months, I haven't had to use it, but it is there when I need it. I guess it would be similar to the LoJack system, but it's the Skyforce's version. I think they should have called it Skynet. There are 2 apps that you'll have to download from your app store. The first one would be the My Chevy app, and the second would be the Skyforce Technologies app. Once you download the My Chevy app to your phone, you will be able to lock and unlock the doors, start and stop the engine, and sound the horn. I'll give you a small demonstration. First, you have to make sure it's locked. So that's it for the My Chevy app. With the Skyforce Technology app, there are 4 main buttons on the display. One is the location. It'll show you exactly where your vehicle's at. Details, tells you details about your vehicle, year, make, model, how many miles, the voltage, and most important, VIN number. And there's also a button where you can report your vehicle lost. I mean, not lost, but stolen. And then that'll help with recovery. So if someone steals it, you can track it to a location and give that location to the authorities. Also, when you call OnStar, they will be able to also tell the authorities exactly where your vehicle's at. So that's actually pretty cool little feature there. You can also have notifications sent to your phone if your vehicle leaves a specific designated spot that you select on the app. So if it leaves, it notifies you so that it's left, and then when it gets back to that same location, it'll notify you when it comes back. That's probably actually pretty good for teen drivers. You can tell when they leave, just say leave the house and come back, and there's no line because it's all tracked. So now on to the truck. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk around the vehicle, point out key features that I think are important. So finally, let's get on with the 6-month review. With the Chevy All-Star Edition, you get this blacked out bow tie, LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights, and incandescent turn signal flash indicator. The bumper's pretty beefy, not too overboard. The front end does seem to resemble a Camaro in a way, but it does look pretty sweet. And now for the underside of the vehicle. We have a plastic skid plate here. You have another one here. Transmission oil pan. The passenger side catalytic converter. And the driver's side catalytic converter. Engine oil filter and pan. The back side of the front rotor, and it is an anti-lock braking system. The driver's side front strut and shock and CV boot. The rear of the transmission attaching to the propeller shaft. Here's the rear end of the propeller shaft going into the rear axle. Aftermarket MagnaFlow muffler has a straight-through airflow design. A 25-gallon fuel tank. The rear disc brake system. Rear axle and cover. Driver's side rear shock absorber and leaf spring. Full-size spare tire. and the underside of the trailer hitch. The back side of the step bar. And a nice long shot from the rear. The rims are 17-inch painted aluminum, fitted with 265/70s. Four-wheel disc brakes, front and rear. The step bars are 6-inch flat black, wheel to wheel. I paid about $9.15 from the dealership with installation. Door handles are a perfect size for large hands. Push the button once to unlock the driver's door, twice to unlock all doors. And then if you want to go ahead and relock it, push it once, locks all the doors. On the key fob, you have 4 buttons. You have a lock, unlock, engine start, tailgate release, and panic button. To lock the doors, you hit the button once. To hear the confirmation, hit it again. To unlock the driver's door, hit the unlock button once. To unlock all the doors, hit it again. Here's the engine start button. In order to do the engine start, you need to make sure it's locked. And then you hold the button down until it starts. And then you can also turn it off with the key fob also. Tailgate release, hit it twice. Behind the fuel door, you have the capless fuel fill pipe. If you have 2 tanks, these will both have a port in there. I only have 1 tank, so it's right here. No more caps. Both side mirrors are power adjustable and heated automatically on the cold days. They are manually foldable. I'll show you how that works. That's it. These are the EGR double cab in-channel weather deflectors. I paid about $100 from a Chevy dealership. I do have a YouTube video on my channel that shows you how to install them. What I like about these is that you can leave your windows down an inch, inch and a half all year long. And during the rainy season, rain will not get inside your vehicle. And during the hot summer months, it will allow the hot air to escape. Tail lamp bulbs are incandescent for easy replaceability. A 2-inch trailer hitch will tow up to 12,200 pounds. And the 24-inch WeatherTech bump step. Here you have the HD backup camera and an LED light for at night. And the push button tailgate release. And the tailgate is also lift assist, so it's not so heavy. You also have rear side steps. They made them bigger from the previous year. I have pretty big shoes on with steel toes and they fit in there perfect. The All-Star Edition comes with the DuraBed drop-in bed liner and a total of 12 DuraBed tie-down hooks, 3 in each corner. Each hook is rated at 500 pounds. And it also comes with 2 DuraBed LED lights in the 2 back corners to illuminate the cargo area. At the rear of the roofline, you have the spoiler that houses the 3rd brake light and 2 LED bed lights that shine down into the bed. They are pretty bright. The spoiler is supposed to send the airstream over the top of the bed, so you'll have less air turbulence inside of the bed. With the All-Star Edition, you get liners for each wheel well. I think it looks pretty sweet. Also with the All-Star Edition, you also get these mud flaps in the front and in the rear. I purchased these bed rails by Putco for about $300 from the dealership with installation. Here's the EGR off the hood stone and bug guard. Bought it from the dealership for about $110. Installed it myself. You can check out one of my other YouTube videos that show you how to do it. Now for a quick look under the hood. In the engine bay, it's a V8 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 engine with dynamic fuel management. And what that does is it has 17 cylinder patterns that recalculates 80 times per second to enhance the delivery of the power and for fuel efficiency. Here's your 12-volt battery. a fuse box. Down here is the dipstick for the engine oil. Over here is the filled tube for the engine oil, coolant recovery tank, windshield washer tank, air filter box, the air inlet for the air filter. And in case you haven't noticed, there is no power steering pump. That is all controlled electronically. And there's also no transmission dipstick because the transmission is unserviceable and must be serviced at the dealership. Over here is the brake fluid reservoir. And you also have a gas strut on each side to hold the hood open. The engine will produce 355 horsepower and 383 pounds per feet of torque. It's paired with the Hydromatic 8-speed automatic transmission. Well, that's it for the outside. Now to the inside. This video has taken a lot longer to make than I thought. Even wrote a script and everything. Now for the rear door panel. On the double cabs, the standard double cabs, they come with a hard plastic. You have a large cup holder right here. Well, 2 cup holders. And this is kind of nice. You have the window switch, of course, a door handle, and a child lockout right here. Located on the center pillar, there are 2 large grab handles to get in and out of the back of the cab area. The rear seating area in the double cab is a 60/40 folding seat. Pops up just like that. Underneath here, I have my WeatherTech storage system. GM does sell a similar one. It's a little bit smaller for the double cab. Their crew cab one is about the same size as this, but the crew cabs have larger seats and about six inches more legroom. And one thing I just found out recently is that these headrests do fold down. You just push this button and it pops right down. And they pop right back up when you need to have someone sit in the back seat. On the rear of the center console, you have 2 air vents, 2 USB ports, and a 12-volt accessory port. Here are the rear floor liners from the Chevy dealership. They come in a set, front and rear, for about $200. With the All-Star Edition, the front door panels have been upgraded from the rear. You have this vinyl that is bonded to the plastic with some fake stitching here, fake wood inlay. You have the 4 controls for each of the windows, express down for all 4, and the controls for the left and right mirror, unlock and lock buttons, and of course the door handle. This armrest here is the same as the back, and so is this hard plastic. You do have 2 cup holders here and a storage compartment here. And each of the 4 door panels, front and rear, you have 1 speaker in each door panel, so that would be 4. And you have 2 small speakers in the dash, 1 on each side. Located up front on the windshield pillar, we have 2 more grab handles for the driver and the passenger. The front seats are 40-20-40. You have a very large center console that flips up to fit a person in the middle. These seat covers do not come with the vehicle. They were custom made by carcovercraft.com. I paid about $325 for them. The driver's seat is power adjustable. The passenger seat is manual. Both seats are heated, and they do get pretty toasty in the wintertime. The center armrest has storage in here, 2 cup holders and 3 little compartments. This flips up so you can sit somebody here, and underneath this seat is another storage compartment. If your remote control dies, you can place it in here and you should be able to start the vehicle. In order to put the center armrest back down, pull this strap, and that's it. Here are the front floor liners. Comes as a set, like I said, $200 for the front and the rear. Pedal covers from Pep Boys, I think like 30 bucks. You have 2 glove boxes right here. On the left side of the instrument cluster, you have these controls right here. The upper dial is for snow mode, sport mode, and trailer mode. Snow mode, the vehicle will shift automatically, but during acceleration, that will be adjusted to give you a smoother launch. Sport mode, the steering wheel will feel a little more precise, and it will hold the lower gear longer than normal before it shifts, and that gives you that more sportier feel. Trailer mode is when you're in a parking lot and you need that improved slow speed control. That's what that's for. This button here is for the lighting for the bed. These two buttons here control the illumination for the instrument panel and the infotainment system, and your dial for the exterior lighting, manual, auto, and if you want to do just the driving lights. And here, electronic parking brake release, push to set, and push to release. Here we have your standard wiper stick. Pull it towards the wheel for the passing beam and push it towards the cluster to set the high beam. The right stick is your standard gear selector lever, but what I'm going to show you is what the plus and minus is for. That is so you can control the transmission and have it shift only to the gear that you select. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it into low gear. You have to either be stopped or going really slow. And right here you can see that it's in L1. Hit the plus button, it'll go up to L2, L3, L4, L5. Now if you're driving down a hill or in a mountainous area, it will only shift to whatever gear you select. Just say you're in 6th gear and you want to go down to 5th, it's totally fine, just hit the minus button, it'll go down to 5th, and you'll feel the transmission downshift into 5th. That will not hurt the transmission or the engine. Here we have the push button start. Put your foot on the brake, push the button, engine starts. To turn it off, just push it again. This is what the gauges look like as it starts up. Auto stop is off. Here we have your leather wrapped heated steering wheel. It is tiltable and telescoping. On the left side of the steering wheel you have buttons for your cruise control, the heated steering wheel. On the right side you have your hands-free communication. This controls a driver information center, which is located in the center of the cluster. On the back of the steering wheel on the left side you have the seek for your radio. On the back on the right side you have the volume controls. But right now I'll show you what the driver information center looks like. You can scroll through it. So right now it's showing your speed, trip 1, trip 2, fuel range, oil life, tire pressure, air filter life, brake pad life, fuel economy, and the timer, engine hours, transmission fluid temperature. And this shows you the angle of the vehicle, left to right and front to rear. You have a total of 6 airbags, 1 in the steering wheel, 1 for the passenger in the dash, 2 curtain airbags, 1 in each pillar next to the front row seats, and 2 more curtain airbags located next to the rear seats and the pillars. Here is the view from the back seat. On your overhead console you have the buttons for OnStar, the status of the passenger airbag. Right now the airbag is off because there's nobody in the seat. If there was, this right here would be illuminated on. If you need to leave your doors open, you would hit this button. This will keep the reading lights and the dome light from coming on. This button here turns on the reading lights and the dome light, and to turn them off, you just turn it off. Here we have the 2 USB inputs, one for the iPhone, this is for the Android, 12-volt SIG adapter, auto stop off on, tailgate release, hazard, traction control off, express all windows down. This is for the heated seat. This is for the driver's side, passenger side. This is the upgraded climate control for the All-Star Edition. I will give you a quick rundown on the infotainment system. This is the upgraded version for the All-Star Edition. You have your audio button, phone if you have your phone hooked up to it, Wi-Fi settings, system settings. You can go through this and check it all out. Apps, shows you the app that you have hooked up to your phone. Right now I'm hooked up to my Android Auto. Vehicle, you can change these settings to your preference. Go back to home, backup camera, go back to home. Android Auto, this would highlight blue if I had my phone plugged into the USB port. Trailer lights and OnStar services. This shows my battery level for my cell phone and the signal strength. This is the factory, it's 55 degrees and 8:52 a.m. Well, that's a wrap up in another how-to video with Paul Henderson. This one was a 6-month review on my Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and you'll get notifications as new videos come out. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Thanks. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode is going to be on my new truck. I bought it 6 months ago on April. No, I didn't buy it in April. I bought it in October, damn it. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today, no. Damn it, really? I even wrote a script and everything. Damn it. I bought this Silverado back in, one more, damn it. This is not going to go good. It is a 2019 Chevy Silverado. Chevy. I can't get that word right. Chevy Silverado. Really? With an 8-speed automatic transmission and dynamic fuel management. Maybe I'll switch it around. I think I'll do the transmission after the fuel management one more time. It's a V8 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 engine with dynamic fuel management and a V8 transmission, really? Damn it. My truck is a V8 5.3 liter Ecotec 3, no. The dealer's price was $44,300. I got it for just above, let me see, $34,000. It's gonna be one of those days. I got an awesome deal on this truck. The dealer's asking price was $44,300. I got it for just above $34,000, I think. Yes, $34,000. Why can't I remember that? I paid for it. Damn. Plus it comes pre-installed. With Skyforce's. Nah, it's not Skyforce's. Skyforce, dumbass. There are 2 apps that you will have to download from your app store. The first app would be the damn. Yeah, I'm making a YouTube video. When you download the Skyforce Technologies app, you will, god dang it, stupid phone, set up alerts when it leaves a specific area and when it gets back to that same, location. That's what it is, location. And there's also a report stolen button on there. Report stolen vehicle button. Son of a bitch. Well, that's it for the outside. Now into the inside. It's taking a lot. God damn, I can't get that word out. It's taking a lot longer than anticipated.